Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, October 7th, and the moon shifts from Libra into, does it shift into Scorpio? I believe it does. So today, how was that? How was that new moon, guys? So the interesting thing about the new moon yesterday, one of the interesting things, is that we had the sun and the moon in Libra, of course, making a conjunction at the new moon, and we had a very close connection within minutes away from Mars, which is also in Libra, and a very tight inconjunct to Uranus in Taurus. What makes that interesting is all of both Libra and both Libra and Taurus are Venus-ruled signs, and so they're disposited, or a little bit of like bossed around by Venus. And Venus was, I believe, yesterday in the last degree of Scorpio. So, and today, Venus moves into Sag. And so there is quite a bit of intensity in this month, of course. That intensity will continue into next month, maybe even get a little bit more intense. And then December, which is also intense. And then, of course, 2022. All right, well, we'll just say the intensity of the present moment is not quite done with. But the fact that Venus in Scorpio sort of was in charge of that whole new moon in its own way, in her own way, I should say, I find very interesting. And I just realized it today when I realized that Venus moved into Sag today. And so because we've had such an intense I don't know, decade so far. Of course, last decade was pretty intense as well. Well, such is the life of human beings as they evolve through the dimensions, right? But the fact that Venus moves into Sag just lightens things up a bit. And it's been a while since anything has actually felt kind of light. So Venus in Sag is up for an adventure. Venus in Scorpio is up for espionage and passion and a little bit, perhaps a little revenge, perhaps not a good idea, but an idea that Venus in Scorpio can have. But now in Sag, Venus is much more interested in her own sense of freedom. She's less interested really in what other people are doing, which is not necessarily the truth with Venus and Scorpio. Venus and Scorpio likes to hedge her bets. Venus in Sag just rolls the dice and says, oh, that didn't work, let's on to the next thing. So there's a lightness to that Venus in Sag that I think through all the intensity that we've had to move through, perhaps, or endure, perhaps, this is a nice change of pace. Of course, tomorrow, the Sun and Mars will conjunct in Libra, and they will be disposited by that Venus in Sag. So, the Sun and Mars, an illumination of our actions. I think I would much rather, if I had a choice, have that ruled or disposited by Venus in Sag than I would Venus in Scorpio. Although Venus in Scorpio certainly had her time, and she certainly planted her seeds, and things are certainly going to change because of all of that. So just an interesting thought. All right, guys. It's a beautiful morning here. It's a little humid, but a little damp, I should say. But warm now that the sun's coming up. And I'll be going to Washington tomorrow, so Michael will be driving me to the airport tomorrow morning. So I may be doing this from the airport tomorrow or from the car. So that should be interesting. Anyway, I hope all these flowers are still here when I get back. We don't have a frost, but we'll see. Usually we get our frost in November. So I think I'll still have some flowers when I get back. But yeah, I'm excited. And I'm excited to take you guys with me. So Venus and Sag, right? Let's go on a journey. That's the other thing Venus and Sag likes. A nice long journey, whether it's an actual physical journey or a philosophical journey. Venus and Sag likes that. Don't fence me in. Give me space, lots of space. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Don't fence me in. That's Venus and Sag's song. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow morning doing something, right? Okay, guys, take care.